Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're closing out one of the most unpredictable courtroom battles we've seen, Grayson Bay versus Judge Perkins. What began as a simple case quickly turned into a storm of defiance, drama, and unexpected turns. Last time we checked in, Grayson had been found guilty on most counts, with a jury trial set for the next day. But then came the twist. The prosecution dropped the final 2 charges, halting the trial before it even began. That decision left one final act, Judge Perkins stepping in to deliver justice with calm precision. His words cut through the noise, setting a clear example of what accountability, because this isn't just sentencing, it's a lesson in how justice always finds its voice.
Versus Javar Tyrone Grayson, case number SP14643761, SP14640991, SP146390, counts 1, 2, and 3. State your name for the record.
Grayson
Bay. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
State your name for the record.
Grayson Bay.
All right. This is today is the date and time set for a jury trial. Ms. Schneider, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Your Honor, Alexis Schneider for the people, P80322. For the record, the issuing officer, Officer Ambrose, was present, although I released him.
Mr. Grayson Bay, we didn't conclude some of the. First of all, I want to get the record straight from yesterday. I did mention, and you did cite. Where's Mr. Grayson Bay's file? Yes. I wanted to clear up something I said on the record as far as the case that you cited out of Alabama. That I was incorrect as far as the facts of that case.
Listen closely, everyone, because this is what real accountability looks like. When you make a mistake, you don't hide behind false legal theories or internet jargon. You face it, take responsibility, and move forward. That's what maturity and integrity look like inside a courtroom. True strength isn't found in arguing with the law, it's found in respecting it. What we're seeing here is a rare and powerful moment, one where humility finally outweighs pride, and the lesson is clear. No one stands above the rules that hold us all together.
Shuttlesworth was not the case where they were walking down the street and did not obtain the license to assemble. That was a case where he had another reverend organized a sit-in and at a restaurant. The unfortunate part about it is, and that's just how our society is, and it was, and still is for the most part, is that this case had to go all the way to the United States Supreme Court for him to get justice on this case. But again, you're citing cases, sir, that you're not even reading what the cases are.
The judge steps in, steady and composed, to set the record straight. The case Grayson mentioned, he explains, had nothing to do with walking down the street without a permit. It centered on a reverend who led a peaceful sit-in at a restaurant to challenge segregation, an act of courage that led to citations and, eventually, a journey all the way to the United States Supreme Court before true justice was done. Then the judge makes his point crystal clear. Grayson isn't truly studying the law he claims to defend. He's pulling old rulings out of context, using powerful cases like catchphrases without understanding their meaning. It's a revealing moment, one that shows the difference between knowing the law and simply quoting it.
Fine you. That's something a lawyer would be can be brought up to the grievance commission on and potentially lose their license. All the cases in there, all the cases that you have cited are saying exactly the opposite of what you put forth. Have you looked at any of them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you read them? When did you do that last night?
I've been studying more science. My religion is more science. As you can see, if it looks like a duck, it acts like a duck, it tells you it's a duck, it's pretty much a duck. So I'm more science. So I've been studying for over 10 years.
I have to admit, it's always fascinating when someone starts quoting case law they don't fully grasp. It's a bit like watching someone try to solve a puzzle with pieces from the wrong box. You can see the effort, but the picture never quite fits. Moments like these offer a reminder of just how deep and complex real legal study is. Time after time, the cases they cite either confirm exactly why they're in trouble or completely contradict their own argument. It's almost as if reading a few lines online has convinced them they've earned a law degree. To put it simply, misunderstanding the law doesn't make you bold, it just shows how powerful true legal knowledge really is when it's grounded in facts, not guesses.
And,
But you haven't been studying.
No disrespect to you, Your Honor. I just want to remain mute to the fact and acknowledge that my mother is here, the matriarch of my family. And so I just want to remain mute to this case in this matter. And the floor is yours. This is your courtroom. No disrespect. My mother is here.
No. Ma'am, can you stand up and state your name, please?
My name is Mary Grayson Hall.
Good morning, Ms. Grayson Hall. And I'm not, it's nothing about, you can see it. I just wanted you to acknowledge, I do acknowledge the fact, and I appreciate the fact that you have support here. The court always recognizes that. That's why I asked you to stand up. But you want to remain mute now, but you didn't remain mute when you filed these pleadings. This is how you speak to the court, exactly the way you did. Now, maybe the form is not exactly the way the court kind of or the rules have applied, but I understand you're in pro per and you might not know all of those rules. But when you start filing these documentations, you're speaking to the court and you're representing that this is the current state of the law as this is the current state of the law, and this stuff applies to your case, and I should be reading this stuff and be able to interpret what you're saying about your case through these cases. And when I read these cases, it says exactly the ones that I've read, and I've seen these cases filed before, it says exactly the opposite of what you're trying to say. Because what I understand you're trying to say is that you're trying to say that you don't need a valid driver's license to drive on the roads, you don't need proper registration on your vehicle, and you don't need proper insurance. And you're even going as far as saying that the police officers, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the police officers do not even have the authority to pull you over. Is that correct?
Again, Your Honor, I remain mute to the situation.
That's years of confusion and misplaced confidence the world won't be getting back. But what came next caught my attention, because it's something I've said many times before. If it walks like a duck and sounds like a duck, chances are it's another self-proclaimed legal expert swimming in shallow waters of misunderstanding. You can call yourself a sovereign citizen, a state national, or any other creative title you like, but the outcome doesn't change. The moment you believe you can ignore licenses, skip registration, or deny a court's authority, you've officially stepped into that familiar territory. And let's be honest, the only benefits that come with that mindset are confusion, frustration, and an unbroken streak of courtroom defeats.
I replied, my mother is here. No due respect to the court. My matriarch is here. And I gave you pretty much documents to read, and I'm standing on those documents, and I'm gonna remain mute. Thank you.
All right. So I've already found you guilty of the count of refusing to exhibit a driver's license, SP 1464091. I'm going to fine you on that case $240. I've already found you responsible on SP 146390001, expired plate. I'm gonna fine you $145 on that. And I've already found you responsible on SP. (14639-003), insurance no proof, and I say guilty on SP 146409991, and that's a 240. For the insurance no proof, I'm gonna fine you $195 on that. All right. As far as the other counts, I had in the note, well, you told me off the record that you're gonna dismiss SP 146-43761 and SP 146-39002. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So 145, 195, and $240, sir. When can you pay?
I would probably need after the holidays, maybe 3 months. I might get something up for you.
Are you working?
I do carpentry.
Yeah, you do carpentry. Are you working?
Yes. Yeah, I have jobs lined up.
Okay, so why do we need so much time?
They lined up. They're not completed. They're just future jobs.
In simple terms, you've got nothing lined up. And let's be honest, it's not because opportunities don't exist. It's because effort seems to be in short supply. Across every major city, help wanted signs are everywhere. Yet some people treat steady work like it's a rare discovery. The truth isn't complicated. Success doesn't come from luck, it comes from effort. But watching your courtroom display, it's clear that motivation isn't exactly your strongest argument. If excuses ever came with a paycheck, you'd probably be leading the earnings chart.
So presently you're not working.
Today I'm not in court.
You got this play on words.
Yeah, I mean, traveling and
Is
driving.
this
Yeah, it beats the system. Play on word. I mean, it's the truth though. I mean, I gotta speak the truth to you, right? You respect the truth?
Now,
Okay, I'm not working today. I'm not working.
No. You're not. I'm asking you, why is it taking 3 months to get up? I don't typically give out 3 months to pay fines, especially when somebody's working, and especially in a career that's a skilled trade, that's a very lucrative career. So I'm trying to give you the time you need, but I need to make a good basis for that.
3 months.
Because you're not giving me a good basis for giving you 3 months, and you're telling me you're a carpenter, and you're telling me you're working. Now, if you're telling me you're a carpenter and I'm not working currently, then that's something that I can go with. But you're telling me I'm just not working today.
Right.
I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. So I'm not giving you 3 months.
I'm very optimistic. That's why I say, well, as this present, not, but yeah, tomorrow. I'm very optimistic about work. So yeah,
So you're not working.
Today I'm not working. Tomorrow I'm going. I have grass work tomorrow to do. There are schedules to do, and I do have a future as a job to have things to be done. But as you saying, as I'm working, I'm telling you the truth. Not as now, no. If that clears, if that makes you feel comfortable, no, I'm not working.
I'm trying to ascertain.
No, I'm not working.
On,
I'm not working at this present moment. I'm not working.
And when you say you're working, you have some aspirations of
Yes.
working, like everybody does. We're
Yes.
looking for, well, not everybody, because not everybody is trying to work.
Right, exactly.
So
Yes.
you're not working now,
Right.
correct?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me ask you this, ma'am. Is this the kind of, I don't know, I want to make sure that you don't need any mental health services? Do you?
You questioning my mental capacity?
Simply put, there's nothing on your horizon. And let's be real, it's not because opportunities have vanished. It's because effort doesn't seem to be part of your daily routine. Across the country, help wanted signs are everywhere. Yet some people act like honest work is a myth told in passing. The truth is plain, success isn't luck, it's labor. And judging by your courtroom performance, motivation might just be your missing exhibit. Because if making excuses ever counted as a full-time job, you'd be running the company.
Because I mean, you're giving me these play on words. You're giving me all of this
speak
stuff.
The truth, I don't speak the truth.
I don't feel you're speaking the truth to me.
I'm not working. today, at this present moment, I'm not working.
And you're not working, you don't have anything set for tomorrow,
No, I don't.
right?
Nope, I don't. I don't.
Do you
I'm not
have
even
anything
working.
set for next
No.
week?
No, I'm just anticipating things. You're right, I don't.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm just gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna give you till March the 5th. You can either Zoom in or come in. I'm gonna give you till March the 5th to have this stuff paid off, all right?
Can I get a total of that?
I have to admit, there's something deeply satisfying about poetic justice. With one simple question, everything he stood on crumbled beneath him. In that instant, his entire argument folded under its own weight. By asking that question, he unknowingly confirmed what he'd spent years denying, that US law is real, the court holds authority, and his vision of sovereign freedom was never more than an illusion. In a single breath, he didn't just lose the debate. He affirmed the very system he claimed to reject. It was as if he'd signed an unseen agreement with the very government he insisted didn't govern him, and the ink was pure irony. That's the brilliance of watching illusion collide with reason. The fall is loud, but the silence afterward speaks volumes. And if there's one thing history has taught us about these so-called movements, it's this: even when the spotlight fades, they always find a way to step back on stage.